Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions regarding this watch. Today, we return to the unique reference CSD, the FP Journe Chronomètre Souverain Dubai. This is a model that was built in 99 pieces through the 2020 model year to pay tribute to the 2019 opening of FP Journe's first factory boutique in the UAE at the Dubai Mall. And again, that was in 2019. This was a 2020 model, 99 pieces. And I cannot overemphasize, it is a Chronomètre Souverain. It is not a green dial Chronomètre Bleu. Remember, the Bleu is tantalum in 39 millimeters. This is platinum in 40, so this is really the Chronomètre Souverain without the power reserve. The watch is easy to wear at 40 millimeters in diameter. It's only 8.3 millimeters thick, lug-to-lug, 47.9 with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. It's a good looking watch. I'd recommend it for a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference. You can see the lugs are nowhere near the edge of my wrist, even over the top, which exaggerates the width of the watch. They are not out over the edge of my wrist. And it's a very flat watch, so as a dress timepiece or a formal companion, it will slide easily under a tight cuff. This is a Journe factory strap, though it's a little bit different from the strap that's generally seen on these watches, which is a seamless, scaleless, poreless leather. This is more like Journe's other straps with large rectangular symmetrical scale gaiter on the top, the most expensive cut of the beast. Here with a little bit of a distressed grain, and you can see gloss with the olive green. We've got a monotone stitch, a folded edge, and then on the bottom, small round scale alligator, which actually makes for a more expensive but much longer wearing strap to use gaiter on the bottom instead of calf. The lugs, as with all Journe watches, are drilled close to the case to bring the pivot centers inboard for better small wrist fit and to prevent any impediment to its motion or impingement against the case flank. A curved spring bar is used. You can also see pull tabs are used on these bars so you can pop them off without tools. We have a buckle, which is characteristic of Journe's buckles, also platinum, right down to the pin. And then the case is familiar to Journe fans. Domed bezel, domed case back. They're actually symmetrical with symmetrical flanges that define the mid case. And then you have this 90-degree sweep from the horizontal of the case band through the downturn of the lugs, all polished. The most recognizable unsigned crown in the world, 2 dimples, knurling. You know who made it. In fact, you know who invented and made it, because the dial gives up the game. Now, this is green lacquer, and then we have media blasted metal. These are white gold numerals right here, giving an upscale look you don't get on the Chronomètre Bleu, because remember, the Bleu features printed dial features, whereas these are appliqué. Of course, green with many cultural relevancies in the Middle East for cultural reasons. Colored gold is generally frowned upon, and green has a lot of cultural resonance, and so that is exactly what Journe delivers here. The watch on the back is a little bit less discreet, where you can see we do in fact have 18-karat rose gold bridges and plates. The watch has that unique reference CSD that you'll only find on this model. The movement is a twin barrel with a 56-hour reserve, a 3 Hertz beat rate, a free sprung balance that is adjusted in 6 positions, one more than a standard chronometer, 22 joules, and a handsome architecture. You can see the barrels and you can see the escapement, but no gears between them, and that's because the drivetrain runs under the dial, characteristic of the CB and the Chronomètre Souverain. Of course, the watch features caliber 1304, the only change here being that the power reserve indicator is disappeared on the dial side. It's a very clean movement with beautiful architecture. You've got Côte de Genève, you've got actually quite credible mirrored bevels, you have polished screw heads, you could see the engine turning on the base plate, and there's also a sunray motif between the barrels and the escapement. Good looking movement on all counts, 30 meters water resistant, and a truly excellent timekeeper for the 56 hours that it runs. It's a 3 Hertz beat rate, so not a super high rate, but Journe makes up for that with 6-position adjustment, the free sprung architecture, and a physically massive large scale balance that makes up in size and mass what it lacks in absolute rate. It is a good looking movement, and in a platinum watch it makes for a weighty timepiece, a special rare and coveted piece. These always sell fast when I throw them up, so if you're interested, definitely reach out. This is the 99-piece Chronomètre Souverain Dubai in platinum. Reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.